Often imitated, never duplicated. The one and only B. Scott. You're listening to The B. Scott Show. Get ready, love muffins. Oh, yes. We are back once again with The B. Scott Show podcast. I'm so excited to talk about all these topics that we have from lovebscott.com.
Yeah, let's get into it.
They're good. But the first, one thing I want to talk about before we get into the topics, the Super Bowl.
Did you watch?
See, what had happened was I am not a big football person by no means at all. Mm-hmm. But my two lesbian friends, I caught up with them. I went and had brunch. And then they were like, oh, we got to watch the Super Bowl. And I was like, okay, I guess I'll watch the Super Bowl. And so when I started watching it, I really got into it. Yeah. I was like, oh my goodness, this is a really good game. And I was like, the Atlanta Falcons are going to like blow them out.
That's what we thought. That's what everybody thought.
And that's what I needed them to do.
Yeah.
Because the Patriots, well, not the Patriots, the quarterback supports Donald Trump.
Tom
Brady had a Donald Trump hat in his locker room during a press conference, like front and center, basically. Like he was like,
I did it on purpose.
I want people to see that I believe in making America great again with Donald Trump. So I was like, well, if that's the case, I don't support you. I'm going to support the Atlanta Falcons. You know, Atlanta is a predominantly black city.
Right.
I wanted them to win.
Me too.
I thought they were
going to.
At one point, they were up 21-0. And then all hell broke loose.
I think they cheated. The Patriots. Trump went in there.
You know,
he did a little something.
At first, I felt like I did during the election, but honestly, no. I think they got their ass whooped fair and square. Like their ass really got served. You know what I mean? It was just like the way. Like I remember one play exactly where they were jumping. 3 Falcons were scrambling for the ball. And the one Patriot somehow finagled the ball from the 3 other.
I know exactly what play you're talking about.
It was so shocking.
I was so drunk. I was just like, whatever at that point.
I was like, huh? But then Lady Gaga.
Yeah, what'd you think about that?
I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
You know, I live for Lady Gaga.
Right.
Gaga is so theatrical. And she started singing, oh, I love that. Yeah. That's what I love. Did you like it?
So I liked it. I thought it was really safe.
That was really safe.
It was very safe, you know. And
what do you mean? You thought you should want to get back and say, fuck you, Donald Trump?
Not in those exact words, but I think, you know, for somebody who built a career on being a rebel and being so outspoken and being so, you know, I mean, this is a woman who wore a meat dress to a red carpet. I thought there was going to be some type of, you know, provocative something somewhere in there. And then there wasn't. You know, not to say that it was bad. It just wasn't what I was expecting.
Yeah, I enjoyed it. I loved it. I love her choreography. I love the fact that she performed "Born This Way," and that I appreciate. That is a very political song. I love that song because I was born this way.
We know.
Yes,
we know.
I loved it. I love everything about Gaga.
Yeah, well, it was going on tour,
and then people were also criticizing her because of her little belly. So people were body shaming her. People were like, "Oh my God, look at her fat stomach," and I was like, "That's not a fat stomach."
No, I mean, and she goes up and down. Like we've seen big Gaga and we've seen, you know, really tiny Gaga.
But I love that she allowed us to see that, you know, that she didn't have it covered up or she didn't feel like she was ashamed of that little bitty
pudge or whatever. I wouldn't even call it pudge.
I don't think it was that. I think it was just that the damn shorts was so tight. That's just a natural response for like a little bit. It was born that way. But anyway, I did enjoy that. I was totally shocked about the outcome, how they came back and totally like disintegrated the lead, and I was just like, oh my goodness.
Yeah, I was making margaritas the whole game, so I was by the time the end of the game rolled around, I don't care anymore.
Yeah,
you know.
So I have a little bit of drama.
Okay, what's going on?
That I want to talk about.
What's going on?
So on the way here, I get an email. Okay, I get an email from WeTV. It was like WeTV B. Scott.
Okay,
clearance. And I was like, oh, yeah. Okay. But I had already told you this. I had already said in my spirit, okay, let me go ahead and give you the backstory. So we ran a story about Tamar Braxton and Vince Herbert, allegedly.
We have to do a lot of those in this.
Yeah, allegedly at the Ritz-Carlton in Atlanta, Georgia.
Now, wait, just to back up, this was a second story.
This is a second story. Because the first story we ran was about their imminent, they were
going
marriage
through
trouble,
it. They were
going
having
through
issues,
it, fights.
allegedly.
Yeah, they were having fights and all this other stuff. But let me say this. I'm going to say this too, and this is a warning shot. I know some other stuff that I have not said.
Right.
Okay? And so if I'm tested, if I'm tried, which I think this is going to lead to, let me go and say this. I will go ahead and release the rest of the information that I do know.
Okay, Candy.
Okay? You better piggyback your ass on up. Okay? So, needless to say, so this was the second story. The first story we ran was a B. Scott exclusive where we ran a story about, there was really some big trouble in their marriage and they were fighting like cats and dogs. And one time in particular, it got really heated at their house and it was just like a whole situation.
A whole bunch of stuff happened.
A whole situation.
We'll put the link to the post in this.
Right.
Podcast.
Yes, we put the link into this post, to this post in this podcast. But this is the second story. They want clearance. So basically, the email that came through from WeTV was them wanting clearance for the second post that we ran, which was not. Well, people did email us. So someone emailed us about a altercation that occurred between Tamar and Vince in Atlanta at the Ritz-Carlton, where supposedly Vince bit Tamar's finger like a chicken nugget.
Right. And there's a police report, so it's not like it's just coming out of thin air.
Right. So, this was something that also was posted on TMZ, and then Bossip had another tidbit. So we had one portion of the tea, TMZ had one portion of the tea, and Bossip had another portion.
Right.
So there was multiple accounts of what had happened at this Ritz-Carlton in Atlanta.
Yeah, it was like a tea party.
Yes.
Right.
But I know that they're specifically asking for me because I think that she wants to talk some shit.
Oh, she does.
She wants to talk some shit. She wants to come.
She does.
She wants to come for the queen. Come for the queen. Come for the queen. She wants, I could tell and told you when we ran the story initially, she's going to come for me on the show.
She went up there singing on Instagram.
And let me go ahead and tell you, I already know if I say yes, so if I sign and say yes, that they can use this post on the show and my likeness and this, that, and the other, that gives them permission for them to give commentary about it.
Right.
And I hope that you may say something. Okay, if she gonna talk some shit and I'm gonna talk some shit and we're gonna be two talking shit bitches, okay? If she goes, let me tell you something. If she goes for it, I'm gonna go for it because
there's a lot of that story that we didn't actually run.
There's a lot of the story that we did not run, and the truth is, I've heard multiple accounts from different people that this is a common place for them. So if I will pull all the recepts.
Come on, recepts.
All of them. I would print them out. I would go literally. Is it recepts or receipts?
I'm like, that's deep. I'm like, I know a receipt, but a recept.
Receipts.
The receipt.
Well, I'm passionate about this now.
Maybe.
I would go to FedEx and print them out.
So are you going to sign it?
Yeah, hell yeah. Bring it, bitch. Hell yeah, I'm going to sign it. You know me.
I know.
I've always been like, if you got something to say it. And one thing about, my grandma used to say, help a Lord, because she done went on. It's going to be, we're going to talk about it in the podcast. And we're going to save my response to whatever happened, whatever foolishness happens on the show.
Right. Now, she going to fuck around and really get the real.
Oh, she going to get
the real.
The real. Honey, don't come for me. And like my grandma used to say, one thing about it, I've been talked worse about by better.
Okay. Well, I'm going to take a sip on that. Because...
Oh, yeah. I'm going to sign a document. I want her. If you feel froggy, jump. No pun intended. Let me not be me.
Stop.
No, but I in that moment, I just thought about when they were on.
I know. I'm about to stop. So,
on the real. I'm sorry.
Topics.
Oh my God.
About these topics.
Yes. Set this shit off. That's how I feel. Let me tell you something, Love Muffins. On the B. Scott Show podcast, I'm going to tell it like it is. I don't care. If the truth is the truth and it will set you free. That's one thing about me. I'm not going to get up here and lie on nobody. I ain't going to get up here and tell no tea that didn't come to me from multiple reliable sources. So if you want to, because the thing is, let me tell you something too. One thing about it. This is true. This is very true. Let me tell you something. Y'all let this sink in. If we were, in fact, posting fraudulent or lies on the website, we could be sued for defamation.
Correct.
Think about that. Let that sit in. We didn't get cease and desist letters. We didn't get nobody said nothing to us
about
anything related to this fighting that's been going on in this marriage.
Because they know.
Because they know. They know that we know
that somebody was in the room.
Right.
Right.
Don't make me. I would pull them forth. I would bring them. I was like, I was like, don't push me. When you corner a cat, that's the worst thing you want to do.
Yeah. Yeah. And it's no shade. It's just what happened. Like, it's not anything personal.
I don't have any personal vendetta against anybody.
Right.
If the tea comes to me and it's quality tea, I'm going to run it. LoveBScott.com is a business.
Amen.
I don't go out looking for the tea. The tea finds me. Hunting. Okay?
Okay.
All right. I had to get that off my chest.
Yeah, no.
Anyway.
Well, I'm excited to see what
how
they air it.
Yeah. I knew as soon as I got the email I was going to sign that document. Bring it.
Yeah.
Come for the queen.
Well, you said it was coming. So.
Yeah. I think that's going to be the name of this episode. Come for the queen. Come for the damn queen. I'm sovereign. I am the sovereign queen. I have been anointed the queen of tea.
Okay.
I said it now. All right.
Okay.
Let the record stand.
Let the record.
Yes.
I wish I had like a gavel.
Bam.
Okay.
Okay. Anyway, getting back to these topics, that got me a little, because I knew it was coming. I know what's going to happen. She better be ready, because if you push me, I'm going to push back.
Listen.
And I'm already on edge because of all this Donald Trump shit. I'm just on edge. I'm ready. I'm ready.
I'm going to have to get you like that guy, Senator Warren.
That was so messed up.
It was. It was so wrong.
The whole context of... So basically, Senator Warren was giving the reason why they should not vote for Senator Sessions, who is basically a racist.
Right.
And he was so racist, and he was doing voter intimidation, and she wrote a letter. Coretta Scott King, years ago, wrote a letter to... the federal, I think he was at that point was trying to be a federal judge, and she submitted a letter basically damning him and saying he should not get this position, this judgeship. And it's so ironic that she, Senator Warren was reading this letter in front of Congress and, trying to basically express those same sentiments that Coretta Scott King was trying to say that he was racist. And so they silenced her. Like it's so much of a pun in it. You can't even the irony of it all.
Yeah, it's a lot. Like I feel like our democracy has gone so far left. No pun.
Yeah.
Like I don't even know how we get it back.
No.
Like so much has happened.
It's shocking.
It's never going to be the same.
It's so shocking, and I feel for me it's so hard because like we all go on with our lives. Mm-hmm. We have to, pay our bills. We have to take care of our families. We have so many things that we have to do that it's hard for me to kind of mobilize to fight against something when I have to do all these things to do day-to-day things to maintain my life.
Right.
But it's just like they are going for it. Like literally issue after issue, and then got this chairwoman DeVos or whatever her damn name is, that had never had any experience in education whatsoever, and now she's the head of the Department of Education, Secretary of whatever.
Yeah. Bless America.
Bless America. Anyway, let me get off that tangent. I'm like everything is either the episode's gonna be called "Come for the Queen" or "Set It Off." I mean, I just feel like I am ready.
What about "Come for the Queen" and "Set It Off"? Okay.
Oh my goodness.
Are we ready for these topics?
Yes, we're getting topics. What from LoveBScott.com. Love Muffins. First of all, I want to say thank you so much for logging on to LoveBScott.com every day. And these are the topics that we picked that are the most talked about on the site.
Yes. So Beyonce is getting sued
once again.
$20 million.
It's like a new day, a new Beyonce lawsuit.
By Messi Maya's estate.
Come on, Messi Maya.
Now, for those of you who don't know, Messi Maya was a vlogger. He used to do like YouTube videos based in New Orleans.
And he also did the that music. What is it called?
Bounce music.
Bounce music.
Okay.
I think he was big in that too.
Might have been. Rest in peace. He passed away in 2010. Mm-hmm. He was killed.
Right.
So Beyonce sampled his voice from one of those videos in the beginning of Formation. Mm-hmm. And so now his estate wants money.
I know, that's right.
But the gotcha is his voice is only on the YouTube version, not on the album version.
Ooh.
So I don't know
how they work that out.
Right.
And then there's also some type of clause where if you if they're sampling something that is on the internet or something like there's some other clause. I mean, I think at this point, Beyonce is so, her legal team is so on it. I don't think they would put her at risk of not being covered.
Right.
So $20 million is you tried it.
Right. You might get like
send a letter.
2,000. Ask for a credit.
These lawsuits, I think that you can get a lot more with honey than vinegar. So maybe they could have sent a nice old little letter to Parkwood and say, "Look at here, girl, give me my coin."
Yeah.
I was so confused about Messy Maya because for the longest time I thought he was gay, but then it turned out that he got shot at his baby mama's house.
What?
Right after I think she just had a baby or a baby shower or something. You didn't know that?
No.
Yeah, I think that's the T. Oh. I think something I don't think he was. I thought he was gay, but he wasn't gay. He had no, go ahead. I'm telling you.
I mean,
no.
Yes. He might have been gay by proxy. Like there's something in there.
He got shot at his baby mama's house.
No, it's some rainbow fish going on.
He had rainbow fish hair.
Well, that too.
I'm just saying. I'm telling you. Look it up. I'm telling you. It's so true.
I'm going to Google it.
Oh, my goodness. And then here goes Nicki Minaj blasting Giuseppe.
Oh my God, that was so ridiculous.
I'm confused. What happened here? I know she was on Twitter just popping off repeatedly and talking about this is racist. And
so apparently she called Giuseppe because she wanted to talk about a capsule collection. Because, Jennifer Lopez has one.
Rihanna did one.
And she wants one. Mm-hmm. And Giuseppe's people didn't take her call. And she got pissed off.
Ooh.
So she went to Twitter and was all, this is racist, and this is why, women can't ever speak up for anything. And she made it this big political issue, when really he probably just doesn't want to work with her.
Right. And then several years ago, Giuseppe, was it several years ago, or is it now currently they have shoes called the Nicki?
He named them the Nicki years ago, back when she was colorful and whatnot.
Right.
And they were still selling them, I think, up until she popped off.
Oh.
So she was like, we're cool enough for you to name a shoe after me, but you can't do a collaboration.
Oh. But what does that have to do with being a black woman? Because Rihanna's a black woman.
Exactly.
And he did a collaboration with her.
Right. See, that's the thing about Nicki. Like, she always takes a personal issue and tries to make it into something bigger.
Right.
Like, she's pissed off because she didn't get a collection. It has nothing to do with racism.
Right.
And, she does that. She did that with the VMAs. She does it all the time. And it's annoying.
Does that actually work for her? By taking that angle, does it actually make things manifest? I don't see how Giuseppe's now going to be like, oh, I want to do a collection with you after you said all these godforsaken things about me on Twitter.
Right. And so then, after she made her point, she was like, you know what? I don't even want the collection. Just donate to charity in my name.
Oh, wow.
Like, girl, how are you going to bully a charitable donation to somebody? Like, what kind of shit is that? Not knowing, you don't know what Giuseppe donates to ordinarily. He could have, like, the charity of all charities. Mm-hmm. And so here she comes. You need to donate to charity.
Lord have mercy. In other Nicki Minaj news, her home got burglarized.
That's what she needs to be worried about.
That's what she needs to be worried about.
While her ex-boyfriend's up there breaking her shit.
No, well, he said he didn't do it. Do you believe him?
No.
Everyone thinks he did it.
He did it.
But he said he didn't do it.
I mean, I don't know.
It had to be personal because they didn't really steal. They mostly broke up stuff. They did steal some things, but they tore up clothes and broke furniture.
Now, do I think Meek was in the house, like
doing
a scorned woman ripping up clothes and stuff?
Wouldn't that be funny if he was?
But I think that he had people who knew people to get up in there and do what they needed to do.
Right.
Absolutely.
Interesting.
Absolutely.
It was like $200,000 worth of things.
Yeah, so I think that it would behoove Nicki to worry about her personal affairs, like Meek Mill and her brother, who decided not to take his plea deal.
Ooh.
And is now going to stand trial for child rape and molestation.
Child rape and molestation.
And yeah.
That's such a nasty, naughty.
Yeah, and apparently, according to the documents, they already found, like, his fluids on the girl's clothes.
Oh, my goodness.
So it's a really nasty
And how old was she?
12.
She was 12. A 12-year-old. He's allegedly already found his fluids and moments on her clothes. Mm-hmm. And he's going to be like, no, I'm not going to take the plea deal. I'm going to fight this.
Trial. And so that's what I think she should be focused on.
That's one of those.
Not Giuseppe. Right. Girl, you got some real issues. You might want to worry about those.
Why do you think that Meek Mill and Nicki Minaj broke up?
Because she crazy.
You think so?
Yeah.
I don't know if it was. You think it was ever real?
Yeah. Because let me tell you this. I don't think that any woman would stick with a man who is losing so terribly.
Taking L after L after L. They might as well rename him as L.
Miguel. So there had to have been something there that was keeping that afloat for whatever reason. Either that or her pride just wouldn't let her leave so soon. She might have been over it and was just waiting for the moment to kind of dip out, but she did it.
Yeah, I don't know. I think it was just the whole situation was interesting. Even how like Meek Mill went for Drake. How you gonna go in on someone and not be ready?
Right.
You don't go for the hottest rapper out that has all the team and preparedness and the budget. Meanwhile, you over here ain't wrote nothing in the first. You know, you just. You know what I'm saying? You ain't not even scribble a little bit down. You didn't do nothing yet.
Yeah.
You just gonna launch an attack totally unprepared.
And now Nicki's back with Drake, taking pictures. In the studio
and Drake's talking about, I just got off the phone with Nicki. He was at a concert saying, I just got off the phone with Nicki and we got to make a tour.
She got her whole thing back. She's back with Gucci. She's back with Drake.
Wow.
Money. She's, trying to do something.
And Meek Mill is like that's sending him over the edge.
Probably crying. And Nicki's like, I don't.
And speaking of I don't, Mariah's new single,
Mariah?
I don't. Yeah. Over the weekend was nice. I hadn't seen her in a while because we've both been doing our own thing and traveling and this, that, and the other. So it was nice to catch up with Mariah, my Mimi, at The Catch in West Hollywood.
What was that, by the way? Because I haven't been to The Catch here yet. The
Catch is nice. It is nice. It's a fabulous rooftop in West Hollywood. I wouldn't say there's anything about it particularly that be like, oh my God, I got to go back to The Catch.
It's just The Catch.
It's The Catch, and it's like they're making that name. It's basically, I feel like they're trying to make it the new Ivy.
Okay.
So they're going after celebrities and getting them to do different things there and having the paparazzi outside.
Yeah, they try a little station, right?
Yeah, they hold a little moment, a little paparazzi moment. And I feel like that's their MO. Okay. That's what they want to do. So it was nice, and she had a cute little, drinks, appetizer, and then a full course meal. I think it was like 5 or 6 courses. And it was delicious. The food was great. The vibe was great. Me and Mimi had a great time. We always have a great time together.
I'll be turned up.
When she saw me, she's like, "Yeah, biscotti," as she says. And I'm like, "My Mimi." So it was a great time. We were having drinks. Tanaka was there.
Oh.
Tanaka. That's like his name is so Tanaka.
So are they really like a...
They really were. They were going for it.
Oh.
They were kissing and things, and it was very passionate.
Okay.
I told them they had to stop. I was like, y'all got to stop all this PDA. Because there ain't nobody here loving on me. Ain't nobody going to be loving on you like that. I need some loving too.
Well, good for them.
They were having fun, and they did the whole little moment in front of the step and repeat when Mariah gets flipped back, and they whip them back up and things of that nature. And then we sat down, and he was sitting next to her, and I sat he was on one side, I was on the other side, and
tug of Mimi.
I think we shared custody. We all had one custody of each boob. You know what I mean? Because the girl, the children was out, but we had custody of the children.
That's one thing about the video. I was like, I know you've seen the video.
He had one boob, I had the other one. We just had to look after him. Go ahead.
No, I was just saying the video. I just remember just being there, ample, just breasts.
Yes,
in the video,
it's breasts.
Just a lot of
ample. It's a ample cleavage.
Right. And I know the lyrics like pity party, but it was like a titty party of the year.
Titty party.
Like titty party of the year.
Big tig old bitties.
Big old titties.
Big old titties.
She was burning that dress, and I was like, okay.
Yes. I was like, it's ass and titties. It was ass and titties.
Oh my God.
Ass. Really? Isn't that a song? Ass and titties.
I'm sure it is.
Yes, yeah. Well, anyway, we made it ass and titties.
Ass and titties.
She got a lot of ass and titties going on. It was a lot. I was like, yes, Mimi, get it.
Okay. So, well, does she have ass?
It's a damn in the front and a damn in the back. damn.
Well, can we get some more new music?
She is. She said she was working on some new music. She said she has some more moments coming.
Okay.
Like
album moments or like. We don't know.
I have no idea. I mean, it's
It's a thing.
It's a thing. She could drop an album tomorrow, know. But I mean, she, I think they recorded the song and did the video in a matter of days.
Okay.
And put it out. I love that now she's just giving it to the people. She's like, people want to know what my life is really like. I'm doing a reality show. People want to know what's new music. I'm going to give you a single. People want some makeup. I'm going to give you the makeup. People want to see me on tour. I'm going to be on tour. Whether you like the way I sound or not, I'm here.
Okay. And those tickets are expensive.
Take it or leave it. And let me just say something too. Okay, so today on Twitter, there was a lamb that was like, oh, I can tell that you're bitter. You're bitter about something because you post all this J-Lo stuff.
Oh, my God.
And I was like, bitter? I was like, me and Mariah, we had like, just over the last weekend, we had fruity cocktails and they weren't bitter. My cocktails I had with her were fruity. And then I was like, if you knew her, you knew you shouldn't be saying these things because, you know, basically they're tapping into me posting about J-Lo is an indication that something is different with me and Mariah's relationship.
Okay.
Because
that makes sense.
That makes all the sense. I mean, number one, as if I'm sitting there writing and posting all this stuff. Right. I have a brand. I have writers. I have people who post on my behalf. I do oversee all of it. I do, you know, make sure everything is consistent, but we push out content at a rate that I can't possibly produce it all.
And it's not a Mariah Carey fan site.
Right. It's not MariahDaily.com. Right? I mean, let's clear this up. I am one of Mariah's closest friends, yes. Right?
Right.
But I'm also a celebrity blogger.
Correct.
Influencer. Tastemaker. Multimedia maven.
Come on, labels.
Activist.
Okay.
Book writer. You know what I mean? Right. So I'm saying, like, I do all these other things. I mean, like, the friendship is one component of one element of your existence. Yeah. Like, we're friends. That's why, I mean, honestly, Mariah doesn't care if I post whoever I post about. You know, like, I love J-Lo.
Me too.
I love Rihanna.
One of my favorite people.
I love Beyonce. I got to get everybody. I got to get the Latinas. I got to get, you know what I'm saying? I need everybody. I can't just be like, you know, I don't get caught up in personal whatever.
Yeah.
And also, I think that you're reading too much into how Mariah truly feels.
Yeah.
If you ask her about something, she would tell you about that particular situation. But it's not something like she's not going around carrying all these vendettas that she expects her friends
to take on.
It's like
Mean Girls.
This is not Mean Girls in real life. So I was like, you know, no, you know, I was like, you know, that's how you get them too. Like, if you actually knew MC, that's how you get the Mariah fans. If you actually knew her, you would know that this whole line of talk is irrelevant. Mariah is not concerned on a day-to-day basis
about anything.
Anything or anybody, because she's already so accomplished. She's already Mariah Carey.
Yeah.
She's literally one of the last standing quintessential divas. It's her, it's Celine, Diana Ross.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They have an era that, you know, it's just...
It's a different...
Mariah can do whatever she wants to do. I mean, if you ask her if she likes a particular person, she's going to get... Or if she knows a particular person, she'll answer that on her own. She's a grown-ass woman. And I'm a grown-ass man. So don't come from me as one of her closest friends... on some stupid SHIT. Stupid shit.
Speaking of stupid shit. Have you seen that trailer for Trey Songz dating show? Trey Songz has a dating reality show.
I thought it was a parody. Is it actually a real thing? Is it actually going to be a show about dating?
So it's to be determined because it looks so corny. Like, it looks like it might be a parody, but they're not airing it on VH1. It's going to be online. So,
oh, God.
You know.
But the thing about it is, like, you know, stuff online it will probably get more views than on VH1.
I'm sure it's going to be all over Twitter.
Everything is going digital anyway.
Yeah.
I just thought of something you know what's giving me so much joy lately? How I've been saying bitch. I like batch.
Oh, God.
But you batch. You batch.
Spell that?
I don't know. I be like, I just call people up, you batch. Yo, batch.
Not me.
Yeah, you a batch too.
Oh my God! I hope your mother calls you.
Huh?
I said, hope your mother calls you.
I just talked to her today. We had a little falling out because we see things differently. Like, I'm so, I guess, progressive and liberal, and she's from North Carolina and she's more conservative.
Okay.
And so she just, the thing, you know, we get to going. I'm not going to get into it all, but it's like she has a better understanding for people that I don't.
Okay.
In terms of conservative people, you know, them Bible-toting Christians. She's one of them. She's very religious. And so we had a falling out. And she hung up on me. I said, no, this 72-year-old woman did not hang up on me.
Oh, my God.
I was going on trying to get my point in. Because I think the point was about the Muslim ban. And I was saying, like, it's crazy how he's going to ban all of the countries, Muslim countries, except for the ones that actually killed Americans.
From the people,
So there are people from certain countries that killed Americans. So the people who did 9/11 came from Saudi Arabia. Let's be clear. I don't agree with the Muslim ban whatsoever. I don't think that's needed at all. But if you were going to do a hypothetical or Muslim ban, wouldn't it make sense to cover the nations that actually have killed Americans in terror attacks?
You would think.
As opposed to these other nations that had zero amount of Americans they killed. And then she was like, well, these are these alternative facts or false facts, whatever you want to call them. These are the same countries that Obama banned. I was like, what?
She a Fox News watcher.
Yes. She told me, she said, Fox News is fair. They have a conservative, they have a liberal.
I don't mean to laugh at your mom.
But it's so true. And I'm sitting here like, I was like, do you know what kind of, she's like, at one point, she was like, I never knew that you were, that you were like that you were the way you are.
How did she think you are?
I was like, I'm black. I'm gay. I'm gender nonconforming. Like I'm about as liberal as it can get. Like, like I have no choice but to be. I'm not going to pull a Caitlyn Jenner and be everything liberal. Right. And then be like, well, I'm conservative. I'm going to go to the inauguration. Did she really go to the inauguration?
Oh, I don't know. I've tuned Caitlyn out. I mean, I love her for, being who she is and doing what she did.
Has Caitlyn been canceled?
Oh, yeah. Call her canceled. The show is not coming back. But, I don't see it for her.
Yeah.
I can't get with it. She's problematic. And I hate the word problematic.
Yeah.
But
anyway, needless to say, we made up today. It was nice. And my mom actually said, when I called her today, she said, I wrote you a letter. I was like, you wrote me a letter?
She going to send it to you?
Yeah, she already mailed it.
Oh, my God.
It was on her heart to say that. Because we got really heated. And I wasn't backing down, and she wasn't backing down. Because, like I said, I'm on edge.
Yeah.
Anyone who knows me know I love me some Hillary. I was pissed. When she got shut down. I was really mad.
We're going to keep going.
I was so mad about that.
We're going to keep going.
I wanted to burn down Washington. I wanted not march. I wanted to burn it down.
It's funny, your mom, she reminds me of one of the Say What Nows for today. But
what is Say What? Oh, okay.
I'm going to, I guess we'll go ahead and go to it. The wife who left her husband after 22 years for voting for Donald Trump. Did you see that?
Right. Yeah, I did see that on the website.
She was 73, and she'd been with her husband for 22 years. And as soon as she found out that he was going to vote for Donald Trump, she up and left.
I know, that's right.
And sometimes you just got to do
what you gotta do. I can't do that with my mama. Because, it's like I can't divorce your mama, but you can divorce your husband.
Yeah, she said it was a deal breaker and that she felt betrayed. So I thought that was interesting. And then there was a quote in her interview. She said that, let me find it.
It opened up areas between us I had not faced before. I realized how far I had gone in my life to accept things I would never have accepted when I was younger. Ooh! It opened up areas between us I had not faced before. I realized how far I have gone in my life to accept things I would not have accepted when I was younger. Wow. That's deep.
It's powerful.
It's powerful.
At 73, having like these grand realizations.
It will. Politics will do it for you, baby.
Yeah.
It's a lot. I feel very strongly about that. When you voted for someone that has attacked me I feel like voting for him is an attack on who I am as a person. I took it personally. It makes me, when you say you're a Donald Trump voter, that just tells me everything I need to know about you.
True.
That tells me I need to stay away from you. That tells me I need to watch you. That tells me you might gay bash me. It tells me you might tell me my life don't matter because I'm black. I believe all those things.
Yeah, me too.
It tells me that you don't think that women should get paid as much as men. All that was on the ballot. Everything that Hillary Clinton said was on the ballot. It was on the ballot. Damn it.
Oh, my God.
Oh. Well, we have to talk about one of the topics I don't even see on this sheet is the Housewives of Atlanta trailer preview for the second part of the season.
Well, I left it off because I thought we were, Housewives was...
No, we got to talk about that because they set it off.
They did. They absolutely do.
And on the last show, one of the shows, we were talking about whether Kim Zolciak was coming back. I think I asked Candy or Kenya, was she coming back? And they weren't sure. Was she's back?
Yeah.
I think this is a prelude. This is like a little test. This is something. This is like we're bringing Kim back into the equation.
Just to see how she
is, or she's coming back next season.
Yeah, I think so too.
Because she came back, and it wasn't like she just came back.
To sit there off in the distance.
No, she came back like, I'm a housewife, and she had an altercation with Kenya.
Yeah.
And Kenya was basically saying that your husband's broke, he don't got no money, what you gonna do? And then Kim was like, you want to be me, bitch. You want to be me, bitch. You want to have a child, you can't. Ooh, that was ooh.
Yeah.
She said, you want to have a child, you can't. You want to have a husband, you don't.
Yeah.
Ooh, and then she was on Twitter today. I was randomly scrolling through my Twitter.
Whose Twitter?
My Twitter.
No, I mean,
follow Kim.
You saw Kim.
Oh, Kim.
Okay.
Kim quoted on her Twitter about Kenya. Was basically saying like, poor Kenya. Troy made close to $20 million. He's good. I believe that.
Yeah, for sure. I mean,
because if you're smart with your money, you good.
Yeah.
NFL players that are smart with their money while they are playing are good. Can be straight for the rest of their lives. Mm-hmm. If you're foolish and spending your money on all this temporary stuff, like the cars and the clubs and clothes and hoes. Yeah. Come on, clothes and hoes. Clothes and hoes. Ass and titties.
Back to this ass and titties. What kind of mood are you in today? Did you go out last night?
I did not.
Okay.
I did not.
Well, you might need to because I feel like it's in your system. Yeah.
Yes.
But no, they have no choice but to be good. I mean, they have all those kids, so I'm sure that they're
good.
Well
and they have their show. They've been doing, really good with...
Don't be tardy.
Yeah, don't be tardy for the party. Oh.
Yeah, but
you heard that?
I tried to talk through it.
Come on. Oh.
Here we go. What did Candy say last week?
Candy, never mind what she said.
I don't.
I'm going to rise above, like her song. I'm going to rise above all the hateration, this dancery.
Oh, remember in that trailer when she stood up and did you see she kind of lunged at Portia?
She did.
I think it was like a cutaway, but
what'd she say? I'm gonna choke that bitch. What'd she say?
She said
I'm gonna strangle her or something. Candy, when she gets upset, she always get emotional and shaky and
it's like she can't talk. Yeah,
Yeah,
we'll see.
I think they were saying when you put that out there about me. That's what she said. You put that out there about me about her being a lesbian, and you said I had a sex dungeon.
And I don't.
And I don't. That hurt me. That really hurt. Me and Todd don't got no swing set.
Oh my God. Not a swing set. What am I going to do?
And then they finally, another portion of the trailer or whatever was showing that they, Sheba Sheree. I call her Sheba Sheree.
You do call her. You and Andy Cohen both call her Sheba Sheree.
Sheba Sheree. Well, Sheree finally had people in her house.
Right.
And then, of course, her and Kenya got into it because, Sheree was shading Kenya's house when she went to her housewarming. Of course, Kenya's going to come there and be shady about Chateau Sheree.
Especially because it wasn't done at the time.
Damn.
And Bravo had to stage it for the party.
Had to stage it.
They had full production crews bringing in furniture and all type of stuff. And then, like I said, she got a fine from the city.
Damn.
For having the party. Because she wasn't supposed to have. She didn't have the permits for it.
She had the permit. She didn't have the occupancy.
And I don't know if she does still. I don't know.
Because right now I'm in the process. Well, I just got my permits approved for my house. Yay! My renovation of my house.
I'm coming over for demo day so I can just fuck stuff.
You gonna come over where it's starting tomorrow and Thursday, Friday. So
oh shit!
Don't sign up.
Get a sledgehammer. I'm knocking through walls.
But it's such a process. Yeah. So I can empathize with her about the process.
Is it gonna take you 5 years?
No, it's not. It should be done. They're telling me August, September.
Okay.
Even if it takes me a year, it would
or two
wouldn't be bad.
Yeah.
5 years is like, girl,
right?
Please,
right?
What's happening?
Money.
And it is expensive. Fixing up, renovating the house is expensive.
That's why you can't bite off more than you can chew.
That's why I don't want to talk too much because Lord, I just want positive, financial moments and things, and to keep blessing me and blessing lovebscott.com and please walk with me, Lord. Walk with me. Keep them coins coming.
I need like a tambourine.
Yes. I feel like I need to go ahead and give my love muffins a collection plate. You know what I mean? Go ahead and put some coins in there.
Eddie Longhead.
Right, Eddie Longhead. So you can support Casa de Sesums.
Oh my God.
Yes.
Let me get back to these
Yes.
topics. I feel like I've gotten so far off track. Migos. Did you see
Migos.
what they said today?
No, I did not see.
So I'm going to tell you. So Migos... So let me just back up, because a couple weeks ago, a rapper, I Love McConan.
They came out?
No,
Oh.
You did not hear that. That is not what happened.
What happened?
A rapper, I Love McConan, came out as gay a few weeks ago.
Yeah. Pass me the damn rosé.
Pass me the rosé. Sorry. He came out as gay, and Migos did an interview with Rolling Stone where they asked the rappers, how they thought, because everybody was all, oh, it's so great that you're gay, blah, 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 blah. And Migos was like, well, the world's fucked up. And they said that, there's nothing wrong with the gays, but for McConan to have been talking about rapping and trapping and selling drugs his whole career, him coming out basically contradicts everything he was rapping about.
Really?
Yeah.
So you can't be trapping and selling drugs and doing all the other stuff and be gay.
That's crazy.
Like
Migos
hell.
said. I was like, news to me.
I've dealt with some.
I said on Twitter, don't need to introduce him to my ex.
Right. I just talked about it in one of my last episodes. Remember the one that I was talking about who got shot and he's in the streets? You know what I mean?
Holes.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah. So anyway.
You don't know my life. You don't know what I do.
To be from Atlanta, of all places, that's what gets me. Like, you know how many prosperous gay drug dealers are in Atlanta? Quite a few. I can name about 5.
Right.
Anyway, Migos issued an apology like an hour ago.
They should.
Saying that, we love the gays and it's okay.
Yeah. And you can't come from Atlanta where there's so many black gays. It's like the highest concentration of black gays pundy world.
Underworld.
And they love Migos music. They love Migos music. I was like, and when you're in this business, let me just say this. When you're in the business that we're in the entertainment business, want people to listen to us. We want people to buy our products. You know what I mean? Like, you need to not alienate any group.
Amen.
You need for every different facet of the population that will be open to what you're selling to buy it.
Especially for a group whose first song was like Versace, like the first major...
Versace, who was a gay man.
Hello?
I feel a lot of times rappers don't even know the implications of what they're doing.
Yeah, they don't. And that's, that's why I wasn't...
Even when that's not something in the Gucci flip-flops. All the top designers and brands are gay. Gay.
And that's why I wasn't that offended by the Migos, because I feel like they're just a product of their environment.
Yeah.
Not to say that it's right.
Right.
But that's...
Well, at least they apologized.
Where they come from.
At least they apologized.
PR got in that ass.
PR was like,
I was like, nope.
No.
We're not doing this.
Who probably was gay. They probably got a gay PR team. Migos, you're going to have to be stopped. We are on one today, Jesus. Long as I got King Jesus. Yes, I don't need nobody else. Say what now?
Say what now?
Another Say What Now of the week.
You want to go for it?
A Florida couple is wanted for arrest for having sex in the courthouse.
So
I've seen a couple have sex in the Waffle House.
We ran that.
We ran that, but not in the courthouse.
Yeah.
So they were just like, I'm gonna get something about being here in the chamber. Just like when these judgments come down. Yeah, baby, right here.
So here's
by the courtroom table.
Oh my God.
Right here by the seal.
So here's what I learned.
the judge, the judge had the seal in the front. Let me touch the seal. Right there. Okay.
So here's what I learned. The girl who was doing it, her name was Brittany Jones.
Come on, Brittany.
She's a known not hoe. She is a known. She is known for having sex and putting videos on the internet.
Okay.
It's not her first time at the rodeo.
Okay.
Which I didn't know.
I didn't know it either.
No idea. So to back it up, she and this guy got it in the hallway at the courthouse. She put the video on Twitter. Cops were looking for them both.
Wow.
The guy turned himself in.
Okay.
They're still looking for her.
She said, no, not today.
She's like, no, not today.
I got some more videos to take.
And when we put it on Facebook, I was going through the comments. Mm-hmm. Everybody was like, oh, that's just Brittany. She's been doing this for years. Oh, Brittany's back at it again. I'm like, damn, how does everybody know Brittany?
Right, but us. I just like, who does the bald-headed woman on my website?
Apparently she's big in Ho Twitter.
Oh, Ho Twitter. Come on, Ho Twitter.
It was news to me.
There's a Ho Twitter, and that sure is a whole Tumblr.
Yeah.
Tumblr is just a whole web. It's just a sex site now at this point. It's so much sexual stuff on Tumblr. It's like, what? It's not that a bad thing, you know, because, you know, sex and art kind of come together, commingle. You know, there's nothing wrong with a nude body, but it's just to a point where you're just all you have on your social media network.
It's nakedness.
It's just nakedness and sexual acts.
Anyway, Brittany girl, if you're out there, turn yourself in.
Turn yourself in.
Just go down to the courthouse.
Go down.
By yourself.
By yourself. Oh my goodness.
Turn yourself in.
This next one, I was so mad at you because I just clicked on it because the curiosity literally killed my cat. Like, you know how they say curiosity killed the cat?
Yeah.
It's the cat, right? And I clicked on the video before I knew. I was like, let me just see. You know, I kind of read it a little bit and then clicked on it. Mm-hmm. A doctor removed a live cockroach from the skull of a woman.
Yep.
A live one. And I watched the video of them trying to get it. And that cockroach, it went deeper down. It tried to run away in her brain.
So I didn't watch. I never watched
away
the
from
video.
what do you call it? The things.
Forceps.
The forceps were trying to get it, and it squirmished so it was in between her eyes.
Right.
It was in between her eyes, in the space behind her nose and forehead. In between
it crawled
her
up her nose when she was sleeping.
Oh my God!
And she felt a crawling sensation, so she went to the hospital and she was like, "Yo, I feel this tingle." And the doctor was like, "Girl, you got a cockroach in your forehead."
Oh my God. And they said it's so happy that it got it because if it had died in her forehead, it probably would have got infected and it probably would have killed her.
Yeah. So I saw the screenshot of them like
cockroaches are out of control.
It was just nasty.
I was like, that's scary. I wish I could unsee it.
I have yet to see it, so
you need to warn me next time.
Well,
you play me.
I said, say what now?
I didn't know. I didn't know it was going to be that gruesome and gross.
Oh.
A lot of times the videos is like, you know, just like someone talking about what happened.
Yeah.
That was the actual footage. The doctor was like, no, we got to take this video footage because this is something that I want to record as actually happening.
Maybe I'll go back and watch it. That stuff doesn't really get to me like that. I can take a lot.
No, that was a lot for me.
Yeah, I remember that text. You were like, you should have warned me.
You should have warned me. I woke up to it. I was like, let me just, you know, maybe it was because I didn't halfway read it because it's in the morning. Mm-hmm. I wake up and I was like, oh, look at this post. Let me click on this. Oh, okay. Oh, it was like really just woke me up. Like, I was like, that's a great way to start the day. Thanks, Denver. Thank you so much.
I love my editorial skills.
It's so crazy, like, how the time goes by
every week?
So quickly.
Every week.
It's just like we get to talking.
Okay, we had like extra shit in here today.
Yeah, too. You were very prepared with these topics. That's important. Look at you doing your job.
Hey, you know, I try.
It's so hard to find good, you know, co-hosts.
You know, listen, I got to keep these checks coming too.
Isn't that key? Isn't that the key?
The motto,
the motto.
2017, the checks.
The checks. All about the checks, always.
All about the checks.
Love Muffins, thank you so much for listening. Please tell your friends. Please get on Twitter and share our iTunes link. I want you to like. I want you to subscribe. I want you to review. I want you to rate. It's all about the iTunes. Go to iTunes and subscribe and share it and tell everybody that we're doing this. It's important for you to share it because this is how we keep going. We need for these numbers to keep going up, 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 and away.
And away.
I know there's a lot of other podcasts out there, but there's only one B. Scott.
Oh my God, here you go.
Ha ha, hoo hoo. Anyway, so I love you, Love Muffins. Please tell everybody. I want you to be tweeting about it, Facebooking about it.
It's like African
motion. Like tell them. Ow, 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 ass and titties. Ass. You know how I am once it gets stuck in my head. I love you, Love Muffins. Until next week. And of course, double kisses. Mwah, mwah. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Thank you so much for listening to The B. Scott Show. You can find me on Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube at Love B. Scott. And make sure you review the show on iTunes. And you can always find me on lovebscott.com.